Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 182, the holiday season slump.
Christmas is just around the corner, Joe. How exciting!
Exciting if you love Christmas. I am all about the summer holiday.
Yes. Because if you are based in this part of the world, New Zealand and Australia, the Christmas period is also the time a lot of us take our big summer holidays each year because it's the best weather that we have. Touch wood.
Yeah. You're saying that now, but it's November here in Wellington and it's 14 degrees today.
Oh, it's beautiful here. It's gorgeous here. So in this episode, we are talking about the myth that this time of year, kind of like from November through to February, there is going to be this slump in your virtual assistant business.
Yeah, nobody's going to be hiring a virtual assistant or even thinking about this, right?
Yeah, we start hearing comments from some virtual assistants, not all, but some at this point of the year where they're going, oh, well, because no one's gonna hire me right now. Like, oh, really? Why wouldn't they?
Do you know what? I feel like this is the best time to hire a VA. Leading up to the Christmas period and then in that January period, what a great time to have a virtual assistant and to think about, like, what are your goals? How do you prepare for 2024? How do you get through Christmas? There's a lot of things that need to happen in a business leading up to Christmas. And there are a lot of business owners who will spend their summer break thinking about their business. Like, let's face it, business owners don't stop thinking about their business. And they are going to have some exciting plans and some things that they want to do differently this year. And they're going to finally get the help that they need. They get very motivated at this time of the year. So if you're thinking, oh, it's going to be quiet and, no one's going to reach out to me and I might as well just turn off all my marketing. Well, actually, this is the best time to do your marketing.
Yeah, now is not the time to disappear. Unless, of course, you really want to disappear and you can afford to disappear because you're fully booked, you're actually not needing to actively look for new leads. So if that's you, then absolutely, this Christmas period is a great opportunity for you to totally relax and not worry about showing up or scheduling so you're showing up in some way, shape or form. But for those virtual assistant business owners that do have spots to fill, they really want to fill these spots, don't use this myth about it being a quiet time of year to stop you from showing up and doing your thing. Like, I wonder, why? Is there a reason why a virtual assistant would be being really vocal about that? Is it because deep down they actually really need a break and they want that excuse that they can take a step back and breathe? Maybe.
Potentially. I mean, you've got to think about what is actually right for you. And if you can afford to not have any spots filled and take that break, absolutely take that break if you need it. We're wanting to give those who are assuming that their marketing is going to be wasted if they spend any time on it over the Christmas New Year break. We're talking to you because we don't want that story to stop you from showing up, even scheduling out the posts so that they are going out across that time period, because this is prime time for those who are thinking about hiring a virtual assistant or even just thinking about getting some help in their business. It's prime time for them to be on social media and to see you, because not everyone is going to be showing up. So it's going to be limited in terms of who's going to be showing up, and for you to be front of mind. This is prime time, so don't waste the opportunity.
Your ideal client, yes, they may be on leave themselves. But I bet you they're not on leave from their phones. They're not on leave from scrolling social media. In fact, they might even be on there more than usual because they are at home relaxing and they have got a little bit more time to laze around at the beach or on the deck or on their couch doing a little bit of mindless scrolling.
Yeah. So what we want you to do is have a think about how can you ramp up your social media over that period and have it super easy for someone to book in that discovery call. Even if that is back, in Jan, when you're back, when you're wanting to be on board, when you're wanting to do those discovery calls. So this is the time, have you got a Calendly account set up? It is free to set up Calendly and have your discovery call option on there as a bookable link. Is that on your social media account? Is it super easy for someone to book it?
Are you putting out on your socials that you have a spot available in December or January? Are you inviting people to do that? Because if you've heard us talk about this in the past, you would have heard us say that you've got to put out there what you want, right? You can't be afraid of being really honest and clear about what you want and what you need. We don't want you to be desperate about it, but there's a way of going about this that makes it super clear because people are going to assume that you are fully booked unless you tell them otherwise.
Yeah. And it's so specific that someone's like, 2 spots left or 1 spot left. I want to take that spot. I'm going to book a discovery call. Okay, that person is going to have availability. They're not fully booked and then going to take me on and then be overwhelmed and not deliver. They actually have created space for me to come on as a client. That feels good. That's attractive. So clearly state what you want online.
Getting caught up in this assumption that things are going to be slow for a couple of months means that you are essentially closing yourself off from opportunity, right? If you're like, nope, no one's going to contact me. Nope, it's slow. No one does the business. No one's thinking about hiring. Then, of course, you aren't going to get these opportunities flowing through because you have literally closed yourself off from it.
Yeah, if you think you're not going to get anyone and you think that, absolutely it's going to be true, right?
Yeah, you're speaking it into truth.
Yeah. You sure are.
So turn it around. Jo, let's talk about, because I think this is really important, especially for those that really do need to take some time off for themselves, right? So it's about getting that balance right this time of year. So for those virtual assistants that do have spots, they are open to filling them, but they want to still protect that leave that they have got booked. So there's ways that you can be communicating with potential leads over this time, but yet you're still protecting your leave time as well.
Yeah, I would think about one, setting up that Calendly so people can actually book in and maybe having a message on that page to say, hey, looking forward to being on the discovery call with you. I'm back on board at this date. So feel free to choose a time after that date and we'll have a chat. That kind of friendly, hey, I'm really open to this. This is when I'm back. So that they know and they can expect, okay, I can book one, but it's not until the end of Jan or the middle of Jan. Yeah. So I think that's key, having that message there. And then having a message on an auto responder on your emails as well. So if anyone does email to inquire, actually having your book a discovery call link on that email responder and stating when you'll be back. And again, that's super friendly and open. Hey, I've got 2 spots left. If you want to book in for a discovery call, I'm back on board at this time. I'll have this capacity available. That kind of I'm open, I want this, I'm not shut off. I'm not just saying, no, I'm not working. So you're still communicating with people, but you're not actually having to physically be there communicating with people.
I mean, you could add a temporary little message on your contact page on your website. You could be doing some kind of auto messages on your Instagram messages and Facebook messages, the same type of thing, right? Same messaging, same link to book here.
Yeah. I think having that booking link everywhere is going to be key, and setting up as much automated responses as possible across every platform where someone could potentially contact you. Think about scheduling out your posts.
Yeah, so you're not disappearing.
Yeah, still showing your face.
I mean, easy. They are really easy, simple steps that you can implement, so that for two reasons: that A, if you're open to filling more spots over this time, you are attracting them in the right way, in a positive vibe, but also equally some steps to protect that really important leave that you've got booked. And if you don't have it booked, please book it, like right now.
Yeah, especially if you have not had a break this entire year. And we know that there are many virtual assistants who have not. Potentially you haven't even had a break since you've started your business.
So be open to new leads coming your way over the holiday season if that is what you are wanting and needing. Because they're there. They are there for the taking.
They sure are. So think about now what you can do to prepare for that season, because this is not something you just do on the last day of your work for the year. This is something that you prep for now and get ready. So we hope that that has given you a bunch of amazing ideas so that you are open during that holiday season. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the mastermind and the amazing resources, courses, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.